Okay, so that was police check number 2. That was just at the start of a toll road. I'm Cheska, this is Ben, and this is our little hitchhiker River. We all live full-time in our self-converted sprinter van Sophia, travelling Europe and beyond in our tiny home on wheels. Freedom, adventure and a life on the road. Subscribe and join us for the ride, with new videos every Sunday. Today is our last day in Italy.
Yes.
Sad times. Today is River's vet appointment. If you didn't know, River needs to have a tapeworm treatment no more than 5 days before she can get back into the UK to be allowed back in. So we've got a vet appointment booked this morning, and then we're just going to be heading up through France, back to Calais.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it's like driving through from Italy to France, but
yeah, we haven't crossed the Italy-France border yet, so
yeah, so
interesting to see what that's like.
I think because we're transiting anyway, we should be fine. But yeah, we'll have a look, we'll see, we'll find out soon. What are you doing?
Filling up the water with the slowest hose ever. It's exercise in patience.
Right. Okay, ready for a long drive? Ready for a long drive?
We just made it across the border. There's no problems at the border. There was no border control.
Just like I was saying, there was no problem.
Yeah, Ben was literally going, oh, that's amazing. We just drove straight through, and then we pulled off the motorway to come to the vets, and there was just like a police stop. They stopped us, took our passports, asked to look in the van, but said everything is fine, no problem, have a nice day. So apart from that, that was fine. River was absolutely desperate to try and get to the police, but she was like, which was really cute. Let's go with her. See you shortly.
See you in a bit.
Bye. She tried to eat the plant that was in there as well. She almost pulled this ivy thing off this shelf. I was like,
were you eating ivy?
I've got it on video, I'll show you. But you weren't, and
hello.
She started barking.
This is...
You were not very well behaved, were you, madam?
Were you not?
No, she wasn't. A successful vet trip. I just wanted to mention as well that was recommended to us by our friends Courtney and James from Driving Dee. They said there's a really good vet just across from the border, and so that's where we went to get her tablets. She was brilliant. Apart from River was trying to eat plants that the vet had hanging off a shelf, but apart from that, she was alright. And yeah, I think the plan now is to just keep driving north and see how many more police checks we come across.
Bonjour.
Est-ce que je peux avoir votre pièce d'identité?
Okay, so that was police check number 2. That was just at the start of a toll road, and the same kind of questioning, asking like why we're travelling. We said we showed him our tunnel ticket because we booked our Eurotunnel ticket before we got into France. Saw that it was fine, checked the back, let us drive on. So
yeah, checked our passports, but yeah, they wanted to look in the obviously inside the back, under the bed, then checked on top of the bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as if we were like transporting people. But
smugglers,
they were, you know, they were checking out. There was loads of people they were stopping, and had the guy behind had all his doors open, his boots open, had all his stuff out, his bags out.
Yeah, loads of cars have been stopped, and they've got all their stuff open. So. Okay, so after a long drive, we are somewhere in southern France still, but we've come to like one of the motorway airs. A couple that we've been to have been shut off because of COVID. They've got barriers up and stuff, but this one's got quite a few lorries here, and there's a little section for cars which we happen to fit in, which is good. Yes, you can see my breath as well.
I feel it.
You can definitely tell it's getting colder.
Good morning, guys. Oh, look at me, I look so tired. But I didn't sleep great. Obviously all the lorries were coming in all night. Chess slept really well though, good for her. I think it's about 7 o'clock. So, just brought River down for a little stroll. Another long day, but nearly back. It's not long now.
All buckled in?
All buckled in.
Got my coffee. It's a serious drive ahead.
We're not all buckled in. There's somebody else.
Oh, it's River.
River's not buckled in.
Sorry, River. Okay, so update on the drive. It's a very, very, very quiet roads. There is barely anything other than lorries on the roads. The weather's been really good. It's just been kind of like overcast. I had a little bit of sun around Lyon, but apart from that, it's just been great. We are going to try and stop in a services just to give River a good run around, and one we've just driven into, we just accidentally drove out of it again. So now we're going to wait for the next services, but we're making really, really good time, and we're kind of ploughing through, aren't we? So we've made it to the services finally, but it's we're a little bit unsure about what is open and what isn't. We could do with just getting some stuff for lunch. We haven't got a whole amount of food in the van, so I'm just crossing over the motorway bridge. Oh, there's music playing. Thought it was somebody talking. Just look how quiet the motorways are. I'm really doing this for Ben because I'm 99.9% sure that none of these places are going to have anywhere open because France is in a complete lockdown, so yeah, it looks completely closed up. But I'll just go and show you what it looks like. And this is just like a normal motorway services. It's like a ghost town. There's all the barriers up, all the chairs on the tables. As I expected, completely closed up. So I'm gonna go see what's in the petrol station and see if they've got any like snacks or anything quick we can grab. I think we've got enough food for dinner, and that's probably about it. So we have a measly selection of petrol station treats, which is mostly consisted of, I had some hummus from Lidl left over, some crisps, made a cup of tea. That's about it really. What is worth mentioning is that we are well up into northern France now, and we haven't come across any more police stops. We've been through a few tolls again and haven't had any more police stops. And what we think it was around Marseille and Nice that the two police stops were, and I think they were to do with the terror attacks that recently happened down in Nice, because they weren't just stopping us for COVID, they wanted to look in the back, they were stopping French cars, they were looking in everyone's boot, and there was like an armed guard and everything. It just had a kind of, it didn't feel like it was, they weren't really asking about COVID either. They just wanted to really primarily check in the back, and only one police guy was like, he said something about COVID, and we showed him our tunnel ticket and he was happy with that. But so it is worth mentioning that I don't know any other entries into France whether you would get stopped, or whether it's just kind of on the south between Italy and France that there were the police stops.
Oh, how's that? Okay, so
This is our last
morning from the
day.
north of France. So we turned up at this park up last night in complete darkness.
Yeah.
And it's actually really nice. There's
We're surrounded by fields and
fields.
big view behind us. Skies are pink with the sunrise.
It's gorgeous.
It's just getting very cold now the further north we're heading.
Yeah, so yeah, as you see, jeans, boots, shirts.
Yep.
River's off in the field.
Okay,
she's
go
gone.
get her.
Chestbag, go and get her.
So we've made it to the tunnel, and before we go and check in we need to go to the little pet reception and go make sure River's paperwork is all okay. Well,
you had a pleasant crossing with Eurotunnel, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Well, we are back.
we're back.
We're back.
Put the watches back an hour and drive on the left with the instructions.
Yeah.
We're back in the UK. It's cold. Officially.
Very, very cold. Whoa,
Yes,
bit of a
so-
shock to the system, but
Yeah, but it is really good to be back. It's after like long drives like that, it's nice just kind of get back home and get settled in and just kind of like take a deep breath. But for those of you that were guessing last week what our new project is going to be, which we alluded to in last week's video, maybe project was the wrong word. It's more of a new adventure that we're going to be going on.
Yes, yeah.
But
Project
it does,
slash
does
adventure.
involve a project,
Yeah.
which is
completely redoing Sophia. So we're going to take Sophia right back to the installation.
she's having a full makeover.
Full makeover, some big changes, some big modifications which will help with our adventure next year.
Yes, but we will tell you more about that soon. We're not being annoying about that. We are just waiting for some things.
Yes,
fall into place.
There's a few things we need to wait for, find
just
out about
confirm.
and confirm, and then we'll be able to hopefully, well, if it doesn't work out, we'll tell you anyway, and we'll have another project.
Yeah.
But
Either
yeah,
way,
either way,
Sophia is getting ripped out. She is getting. It's one of the reasons, like we said last week, that we're going to come back in December anyway, was to start on these new renovations.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. And today we are just going to get straight into it. No point waiting around.
Yeah,
And
we're going to start
we're
by
just gonna
taking everything out, aren't we?
Get everything out that we've had in her for the best part of a year.
Yeah. Lots of stuff.
Yeah. So some of you may remember from our summer little kind of minivan renovations where we just kind of did a couple of little things. We created these, or Ben created these nice new pallet cupboard doors, but the wood is so soft and the roads in Sicily and Italy just completely destroyed them. And we are missing one here. We're missing, Ben's just ripped this one off, and there's two missing in the back.
They literally, the screws just fell out.
We were just like driving, turned around one day, and they're just hanging, like just crashed down on the bed.
Yeah.
But they looked nice for a short while.
They kept us busy during the first lockdown.
They kept us busy during lockdown, yeah. Okay. So yesterday we got pretty much everything out the van. It's just the cushions and mattress to go, and then she's going to be an empty shell ready for some renovations, a little makeover. That's it, everything out. It's just empty in here now.
It feels cold in here, doesn't it? It's just a shell now.
Yeah, it's just crazy to see it so empty, but it's exciting times ahead.
So it's nearly been like exactly a year since we moved into Sophia.
15th of November.
15th of November, and it's the 13th of November today.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's served us really well the past year. She's taken us to some fantastic places. We've taken her to some fantastic places. So we've got even more fantastic places to go to, hopefully next year. Fingers crossed everything works out.
Yeah.
Which we'll come on to in more detail sooner.
Yeah.
Soon, sorry.
I think we're going to leave the video there for this week. It has
Yeah.
been a very busy week for both of us. We're
been a very
feeling
long
it now,
week,
aren't
isn't
we?
it?
We're
Yeah.
feeling it. But yeah, please feel free to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe here if you're new. And we shall see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
River.
If ever we just like have a little kiss, she's just like, let me in, let me in. River just loves at the minute to throw things off the seat. See what she does?
Okay, 8 hours and 10 minutes, that's not bad. That's actually
Head north to course A7. Okay, well now she's making a light up.
So this is...
Oh!
Oh,
We're getting rid of
you're
these.
not going to miss those.
That's for sure.